Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Jennifer Scrapping Cane. Today I'm sharing an 11 by 8.5 layout. This one's going to come together fairly quickly since I did it right after I did the double page that I shared yesterday. That video is up, and that video has the full intro of what I am using today. Mainly I'm using simple stories, all simple stories, but different collections. Mainly the Family Fun collection, and then the star paper in the background is from one of the Say Cheese at the Park collections. I believe it's the Galaxy one, but I love the stars. And then all of these tickets are my favorite. These are from the Family Fun, and I only had one red and one blue one left, so that's why I'm placing them in the middle and then placing the other three on each side so that the colors are the same, but I only had the one red and the one blue, so I had to make it work. And luckily, I was able to lay it across the three photos. The one in the middle is basically still 4x6. I think I trimmed it down just slightly so that I could place a photo mat, cardstock photo mat around it. And then the other two photos, I trimmed down to, they're a little bit bigger than a 3x4. I think they're three and a half, maybe by four. No, they're a little bit bigger than four because they're taller than that photo. So they're probably 4.5. Maybe they're 3.5 by 4.5. Sorry, not very good at remembering my measurements. I just trim them down to whatever looks good for me. So that's what I did there, and then laid the three photos across. I did not glue them down just yet because I want to tuck in all of these tags. I was okay with using them up because I'm getting pretty much to the end of this collection with the exception of these tags and a few other papers and scraps. So I was okay. I love it. I love the way that it turns out. So I really like the tags in there. And pretty much you can use any of the embellishments with a lot of other Simple Stories collections because the colors are going to match. So it's okay if I use up all the paper, I'll still have the embellishments to use on other layouts. And a lot of the embellishments are words. So they're like the foam sticker words, so they're title pieces, or they're like cute little icons that, I can throw in on other layouts, hopefully. So it's okay. I'm okay with using up the paper, but I really love the paper in this collection. And you can see me contemplating there for a minute. I wasn't sure how I was going to attach down all the tags without moving them because I really didn't want to move the main five that you see there because I had them what I thought was in the perfect place. So I just glued them down to the back of the paper, and then I'm going to go ahead and tuck these ones in, putting ATG on both sides of them so they will attach down front and back. And then I'm just going to tuck them back in place, and I'm going to put a string through the top of them. And I'm just going to use a black and white baker's twine and go through all of the tags all the way across. And I believe I leave that in. This video is fairly short. Like I said, it was a really quick layout, just using up what I had left and putting it down because I really just wanted to get it complete. And I used one or two of the foam pieces to do Let's Play. I thought that made a cute title. Again, they're in Estes Park with my parents, so I wanted to, just document the two boys together. And mainly that was because they did not fit on the other double page layout, but it made for a cute little layout here. And in his album, I had already planned to do this one as a separate layout, so I have place for it in his album. So here I'm just pulling up the strings and kind of not laying them exactly straight, but there's not a whole lot of curve to them either. But I definitely want to glue them down in place so that they will stay and look like that throughout the layout. And so that's all I'm doing is just taking a little bit of liquid glue, which is Scotch Tacky Glue in a fine liner bottle, and just gluing them down in place. And it'll dry clear, so you won't see any of the glue. And I really like the way this looks. I see other people do this all the time with the tags, and I usually never do it for whatever reason. mainly because I don't want to cover up all of the tags. But on this one, a lot of the tags were stuff I wouldn't really use, but I loved the colors of the tags, and I love all of the pattern papers in this collection. So I really like, that this shows all of the colors. And there it is. Pretty much that is finished. I believe I'll hold it up here in a minute. And you can see off to the left hand side, there's little labels that I forgot to place on the layout. But I did place them for the final photos, which are coming up. And it just says, "Fun times. I'm playing to win, making memories with the family." And I just thought that was pretty fitting. Thanks for coming by. Like and subscribe, and I will see you in tomorrow's video if you come by. Tomorrow is the last day of school, so I will have a school layout up tomorrow. Bye.